Who does Antifa actually attack? Episode 10, Andy No, a gay Asian immigrant journalist. A quadrifecta of intersectionality right there. What you're seeing right here is the webpage version of this video with all the links and everything else. Welcome to the 10th episode in which we focus on who Antifa actually attacks, because almost no mainstream media will even entertain the question of who Antifa actually attacks. They don't look into it. Part of it is because they're lazy, and part of it is because there is a bias invested in, as Brett Weinstein recently put it in his talk with Andy No,
preventing you from seeing with your own eyes
what Antifa actually does. If you're watching this on YouTube, what are you doing? You can only see the real version of this on BitChute. There is blood and injuries in this video, and apparently it's against the rules that I agreed to on YouTube, so whatever. But see the first link below to our BitChute channels, and while you're there, subscribe to us, and click that little bell icon because YouTube is purging itself of channels like ours. Now, for most of you, the following does go without saying, but for some of you, perhaps this needs to be said. The reason why we do this series is because Antifa claims to be defending members of marginalized groups, and we document what they actually do. You know, they claim to be attacking Nazis and fascists and white supremacists and white nationalists, but that is almost never the case. They almost never actually go up against anyone who isn't, say, a centrist or a liberal or moderate right-winger or whatever. So we do this series to document what Antifa actually does, like other mini-series that we have, and in this one focuses on who they actually attack. See the link below for episodes 1 through 9. So far in this series, we have seen Antifa attack gay people, transgender people, immigrants, people of various colors, students, centrists, a Jewish man, 2 Marine Corps reservists who are also Hispanic Americans, a Bernie supporter, disabled people, dogs.
Don't forget the horse.
Yes, thank you, Tabby. There's also a case in which they allegedly stabbed a horse in the neck, although I haven't seen any video of it. That's according to the police reports. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Adolescents as well. Oh, and elderly. Elderly and adolescents. Basically any marginalized group you could possibly think of, we have so far documented that they have attacked those people. Now we have a case of Antifa attacking a man who is well known by them as being gay, a Vietnamese immigrant and a journalist. And he's very passive. He's very, very passive. His name is Andy No, and he's an independent journalist. He's also the editor or sub-editor at Quillette, but he also writes for the Wall Street Journal and other sources. In the webpage version of this video, you'll see some news articles and videos about this attack, as well as a link to a webpage I'm working on in which I go into full detail about the day, the whole context, the rally, what happened, and there were other attacks that day that were actually far worse, just attacks on people who are not as well known as Andy No. And I will be doing an upcoming video or maybe a mini-series about this day, but that's in the future. Take a look at this picture that I made. This is Andy No going to the cops saying, hey, can you just, like, stop them from hitting me? And they're like, no, but we could take your picture and smile at you, though. Goddamn traitorous scumbags. These people should be giving in their badges in shame, but no, they don't have shame. They think this is funny. Oh yeah, I'm just violating the oath I swore to protect U.S. citizens and the U.S. Constitution, but that's okay, whatever, this is funny. Now look at this photo from C.K. Bufaraci, I'm probably mangling that name. This is for an article for The Federalist in which he talks about how he witnessed people attacking Andy No, and the cops not doing anything about it. Now look at this photo right here. CK wrote about this. Quote, this guy walked up to Andy from behind, not realizing I was watching him and taking pictures of the scene. I saw him reach into his fanny pack and he got close to Andy. Then I said, hey, what are you doing? He immediately swerved away and took off at a jog. I gave chase to try to get a better picture, but was blocked by people to keep me from doing so. I don't know what he was going to take out of his fanny pack, but it wasn't a milkshake, unquote. Again, you can see that entire article by seeing the webpage version of this video. Now, there are 3 planned events in response to this attack in Portland. There is Take a Stand for Andy No, hosted by Portland Liberation's Haley Adams on June 20th, 1 p.m. at South Park Blocks, Portland, Oregon. There is Speak Out Against Pro-Fascism on July 27th, hosted by Draken Sear, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, and Alyssa Bang, also of Portland Liberation. Alyssa, not Draken. Well, maybe Draken, I'm not sure, but I know about Alyssa. Both Draken and Alyssa are transgender people who in the last year or so have learned the hard way that Antifa does not stand for them, but rather will attack them if given pretty much any excuse to do so. There is also the End Domestic Terrorism Rally August 17th, and this one's probably going to be huge. I'm not sure who is hosting it, but I do know that Joe Biggs is talking about it a lot. Again, folks, make sure you are subscribed to us on BitChute and click that little bell icon. YouTube's going to get rid of people like us anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Liberty, strength, honor, honesty, justice, truth, and love.